it's after 9 o'clock and it's still light out. I mean, I'm not using any ring lights or anything like that. I'm just sitting here using the back, just using the sky as the backlight. So I mean, it's been a long week or two, that's for sure. Um, Lots of work. Been doing work on my car. Um, Had to get a bunch of things done personally. Um, I was what Now I've been watching a bunch of these YouTube videos talking about um, like different, I don't know what you'd want to call it, self-esteem or things to figure out if I'm attractive to the opposite sex. And boy, that does take you down a rabbit hole when you start getting into a topic on certain things. Like I was asking AI a bunch of questions and it pointed me into the direction of Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism and stuff like that. And I don't know. I mean, I feel a little more stoic after doing this, but I think the problem is that I haven't been sleeping well. I've probably been sleeping like 3 to 4 hours a day, and I've been working like 11 or 12 hours a day. And in some ways, I'm feeling a little manic, and I think I'm suffering, for a lack of a better term, from responsibility fatigue. I'm just tired. I'm tired of work, and I don't really want to work 12-hour days, but I'm trying to get bills paid down. And I guess as long as I'm healthy, I should probably just continue to work. I think I get that from my dad. I get that from, it's probably just down the genetic DNA thing. You know, my dad was kind of like a workaholic. My grandpa was a workaholic. My dad's brother was kind of a workaholic. I've been kind of a workaholic my whole life. Even when I was 18, I had a full time job and I had a part time job to boot. I was working, I think, 55 hours a week at that point. I was making $4.25 an hour at my first job. I worked at a pizza place, I did deliveries. Um, when you're 18 years old, there's nothing like having cash tips. Let's see. Work like steak, work at someplace like Steakhouse, McDonald's, or 7-Eleven. I have my own bone to pick with 7-Eleven. I don't know if this was just my 7-Eleven, but I went in there to get a meat pizza because their price is as good as anything for, a cheap meat pizza. And they told me, we don't have meat pizza anymore. We only have cheese pizza. And it's like, what? And hello. Um, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if 7-Elevens have gotten rid of their meat pizzas or whether this was something that I lost in translation because they were Persian speaking. So it was, maybe I missed something in accent. Maybe they were just out of stock, whatever it was. It's like I just wanted a meat pizza and I couldn't get one. So I'm actually pretty amazed at how expensive 7-Eleven is anyway. I mean, other than fountain drinks, everything in there. I know you're paying for convenience when you go in there, but it's pretty nuts. I couldn't believe like how expensive, it is for, you know, I mean, if you're just getting a bag of chips in there, like a regular little 2.5 ounce. Oh yeah, well, gas prices. I think everybody can complain about gas prices. But you're probably getting a 2-ounce bag of chips for like $3. In fact, I remember going by McDonald's and seeing that their value meal, their value, whatever they call it, their little value line, whatever it is. They said, look at our new $3 value line. I remember when you used to be able to get something for $1, when you used to be able to go to, get like some little cheap burger or an ice cream cone or something like that, and you could get it for 99 cents. Now, I mean, it's $3 for anything. It's $3. It's a three. That's the cheap stuff now. I mean, what are you even getting for $2.99? Like a bun, a burger, and a piece of cheese? That's probably what you're getting now. I haven't had McDonald's in forever, but that's probably what you're getting. I mean, I've seen what like these combinations are. What, 12, 14, $16 for like a burger, fries, and a drink, or a burger, fries, and a shake. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's so high. And it's not just there. I mean, you could go to any of them. You could go to Jack in the Box. You can go to Raising Cane's. You could go, let's see, go to some places you cheap. Yeah, some places cheap. I I use deals all the time. I am a big fan of grocery store hot delis. So like Safeway here, it might be Vons or whatever in California or wherever you're at. I'm a big fan of that. I'll get like a pound of chicken tenders off my Safeway Club card and I'll pay $6 for it. Or I'll get, some cheap grapes, or I'll get, I mean, whatever. I get better deals going to the grocery store hot deli than I do anywhere else. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking Jack in the Box because I've had to go in there for a couple other things. And I mean, it's ridiculous. Even KFC, all of them are bad. I agree. Costco, super cheap. I should probably renew my membership. I haven't had my Costco membership in probably a decade. I have, and I have like, how many Costco's do I have near me? I think I have 3 Costco's within probably 15 miles of where I'm at. Um, One of them's in a bad location, and the other one's kind of out in the boonies a little bit. Because that's what Costco does. They buy the land in cheap areas, and that's where they put the Costco's. They want you to come to them. They're not going to put it in some, fancy downtown, um, population dense area because it's too expensive. Yeah, Costco's cheap. I haven't had a Costco hot dog in forever. I don't know. Do they still have the Costco chicken for $5? The roasted chicken. I mean, I heard there was a lawsuit with something having to do with the Costco chicken and having it be $5, and I can't figure out what it is. I've never gotten furniture there. I see somebody saying furniture. It's like, um, I've never gotten furniture there. I'm trying to think what all I've ever. I think the only time that I ever used the Costco membership was when I think I was right out of high school. I had it for like 5 or 6 years, and then I just didn't get it anymore. But other than that, yeah, I haven't had a Costco membership in over a decade. I know there's been rumors about Costco opening up standalone gas stations, and there's been rumor that they're considering getting rid of the memberships and just allowing everybody to go in. But I always thought that that's how they made their money. I always thought that Costco made their money off of the memberships, that they made billions of dollars off of the memberships. So I did upgrade. I upgraded it when I had my own delivery business. I upgraded it then because I was gonna do reselling. I was gonna buy stuff there, and then I was gonna resell it, um, either in vending machines or just try and promote it that way. Yeah, no, I never upgraded it. Well, no, I upgraded it for a little bit, and then I just didn't upgrade it again. But yeah, paying what, $70 or $100 for um, a yearly Costco membership, probably worth every dollar. I mean, you are making big money, because I haven't gone in there in a while. I don't know what the good things are now. I used to go into Trader Joe's a lot. I don't even go into there anymore. Buy, sell. Yeah. I actually had thought about, and I might still do it because what I thought about doing was actually setting up some random vending machines in areas and calling them the IGAD machine. And it would be wherever if I could get a good deal on a certain product, I would stick it into a vending machine where somebody could get the benefit of me finding a good deal on a product. So if I found Monster energy drinks for $1.25, if I put it in a vending machine and sell it for $2, I'm making money and I'm giving them a good deal. So I've been considering doing stuff like that. Trying to think what else. I used to go to way more. I I'm sure it's a good deal. Now that makes me kind of think. When I think table, I kind of think more like IKEA. I mean, it's so funny. For when I think of like tables, I think of like putting it together and getting IKEA furniture. And I did have an IKEA table at one point, and it was okay. It's a little bit of a pain to put it together, but there's actually some sort of research that you feel like 30% happier if you are actually building the furniture yourself instead of having somebody else put it together for you. So I thought that was kind of funny. So I've had to do a bunch of work on my vehicle since I deliver for a living, and I mean it just seems like a money sieve right now. Do I have kids? No. Thank goodness. I don't think I'd want a kid to. Hello? I think I think I would. I don't even use WhatsApp. And I don't have a good reason for not using WhatsApp. I'm actually kind of downsizing most of my social media. I think I got 3 accounts now, and that's it. I got rid of my Instagram. I don't have my TikTok. Um I don't use WhatsApp because I work a lot. That means I would have to keep up with 2 or 3 additional things. And it's too much. It's too much. I don't and it's so funny watching this younger generation and phones. I wish I was half as fast as some of these girls that I see on phones. I was sitting at a hotel lobby and I was staring over and I saw this girl doing, the equivalent of like two-hand typing on her phone. You know, what gig work do I do? Well, I've done a variety. I've Well, I've basically been doing gig economy stuff since 2014. I did Roadie, I've done Postmates, I've done Caviar, I did Amazon, I'm currently doing DoorDash. Um, DoorDash is the only one that I'm using now, and it's fine. I get enough work from that I'm okay. Um, but yeah, before that, I did Postmates, Caviar, Amazon. Amazon was kind of annoying because I was doing Amazon when they were doing food delivery. And I think Amazon did a poor job of doing food delivery. Let's see, you have DD, Uber Eats, Spark, Instacart, and I don't know what that last catering. Um, yeah, I've seen the Easy Cater around here. I know there's another one, and I can't think of who it is. I've even done some of the catering through DoorDash. Like the other day, I had a good sized catering order from Potbelly, which is um, Potbelly's a sub shop here. Let's see, what is that? Meals Now Expedite. That's an overseas one, right? That's not here in the States, right? Um, isn't one of those being they're trying? Isn't one of the companies here trying to buy one of the ones in Europe? Like, oh, you're in California. It's there. I don't know what Meals Now is, but then again, there's probably. I think I looked it up. I think there's like 147 worldwide food apps all over the world. I was stunned at how many different countries have their own apps. I mean, Russia, Ukraine, India, China. I mean, all these different countries that have food delivery apps. It is completely bonkers that there's so many. And I don't know. I'd love to know how that works in other countries because I don't think people in other countries have to drive nearly the same amount as American drivers. Maybe Canadians. Maybe Canadians because it's very similar in how much space there is. Um, do you play by the Dasher Awards? Um, oh, Dasher. The Dasher Awards. It is what it is. They just keep changing it anyway. My acceptance rate is in the 40s. So I cherry pick. If you're not cherry picking, you're wasting your time. I mean, I was looking at mine today. I only accepted 10 out of the 35 offers I got today. 10. I mean, they were bad. And it's going to get worse when kids get out of school because kids, when they use the DoorDash app or the Uber Eats app or whatever, they are cheap. I mean, beyond cheap, you know, because kids kids have no idea about tipping. Teenagers are a little different, but if you're 10 or 11 years old, I'm not sure that they understand what tipping really means. And especially here in the States, very important because tipping is probably 65 to 70% of the income. Your base pay is ridiculously low. $2, $3, $4. It's nothing. You're getting nothing. You know, I'm trying to think what life would have been like if I would have been a kid and I had social media and DoorDash and stuff like this. I mean, when I grew up, I mean, we had a modem, our internet connection. You had to use your phone. You had to use your house line phone to plug into the internet, and it's nothing like the internet now. I mean, when you had to type in code, I mean, it was wild. I've actually been around for every iteration of what the internet has been. I mean, if you tried to upload a picture with the speeds they had back in the 80s, I mean, you'd never get a picture uploaded. Let's see. Legitimately, like the college kids are yeah, they're not only the worst tippers, but I'll have an argument for that. Never give you great drop off instructions. Okay, you hit on something that is the bane of my existence: instructions. 70%, well, maybe that's 70, 50% of the orders I get have no instructions or poor instructions. They, I mean, and some of it I think is, I mean, we have a wide variety of ethnicities here. There are some ethnicity, Japanese, great instructions, concise, doesn't take up a lot of space, gives you all the information you need, and you're set. That's pretty good with the Asian cultures. People from India, not good with instructions. I don't know whether it's something in the translation. If you read it, it sounds very proper English. It's like, bring it to me. I mean, it sounds funny to me. Hello. Let's see. Oh my God. The ones that say meet at door, leave at door. Oh yes. Yes. I'm like, I've actually contacted customers when they have two sets of instructions. Another thing that bugs me is, like, it's an apartment building and it's one of these coded buildings, right? So they'll have the entry code in one spot, and then they'll have a second code in the instructions. So I have to call them or text them and find out which set of codes am I supposed to use. I I kind of shamed someone for not updating the information on theirs, because there's a person that was staying at a hotel here, and they had one room number. And then in the instructions, they had a second room number. So I had to call and say, which room number is right? And she said, it's this one. I guess I should have taken out the other one. Really? Yes, maybe redo the instructions every time. Let's see. I have that happen a lot, like one code and then another code under the, yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. It's it's so nuts. Yeah, yeah, but instructions, big problem. But I do think when summertime comes around, because here the kids get out in about a week and a half. And I'm a little fearful for how tips are going to look after that. Oh my God, hospital drop offs. I hate hospital drop offs. I think, I mean, usually I will have somebody meet me, because not only is it difficult to find somebody in the hospital, I feel like I don't get very good internet inside the hospital either. But yeah, back to, kids ordering once they get out of school. I'm not looking forward to this. I don't, I think there should be a minimum age for when these, I think there should be a minimum wage that you can use DoorDash. I don't think you should be able to use DoorDash when you're 10 years old. I'm sorry. I think 10 is way too young to understand. But the funny thing is, I bet these 10-year-olds know how to run DoorDash and Uber Eats better than the parents do. If you have a 40 something or 50 something parent, your probably your kid probably knows how to run the DoorDash app better than you. For that matter, they probably know how to run every app. They probably know how to run your smartphone as a parent better than you do as a parent. I mean, I just think I was going to mention something else too, because I'm seeing a lot of these Pokemon machines around. When I'm going to grocery stores and stuff, I'm seeing 2 and 3 and 4 people hanging around these Pokemon machines. I mean, this is the new it thing. I can't believe I can't believe it. It's like every place that I've ever seen one of these Pokemon machines, there's 2 or 3 people there. And it's kids, it's adults, it's white people, it's black people. I mean, it's brown people. No women, but mostly everybody else. But I'm starting to see, you know, all these people at Pokemon, at these Pokemon machines. They're hanging around these. I don't know whether they're buying and reselling. I don't know how this all works. I don't know how the ecosystem works for these things. But it's big deal. I mean, when you're getting to a point where you're having to have the people that restock these machines change the times that they drop off, or change the people, or change the vehicle, because you might have people stalking the vehicle to get their hands on some rare Pokemon card. It's it's a new age. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's a new age, but they're everywhere. I mean, I see them at the Safeways. I thought I saw it at a Target. Fred Meyer, for any like Kroger, Safeway, Albertsons. I'm sure there's other ones, but I don't get it. I don't get it. I thought this was basically like, I don't know if people are playing with Pokemon, as far as a game, or whether they're doing a buy and flip with the cards. I haven't been able to quite figure out what the whole ecosystem is with Pokemon. I see them a lot at pavilions and Rouse and Bonds. Yep, that's about right. And I mean, and it doesn't matter which day. I mean, you see somebody there probably. I mean, I've gone into these grocery stores at different times, and they have, there are 1 or 2 or 3 people hanging around. They're talking to each other. I think they're talking about the different cards they got and the different cards they're trying to get. And it always seems like the system is under maintenance. Yeah, it makes sense. It's a Kroger store. Um, I think I'm good because I'm starting to get pretty hoarse. So thanks for those of you checking in. Appreciate the likes. Adios.